I think it was clear, and I think that we have been sounding the alarm for some time now over the last 7 years since we began to attempt to implement this consent order. We have been time and time again reporting non-compliance in many regards. We've been reporting that at least in the last 2 years, there seems to be an intentional shift to remove the meaningful participation of the Maya party in the implementation of this consent order. The government seems to have this overarching policy of moving forward in this implementation in a unilateral fashion, excluding the involvement and participation of, in particular, the Toledo Alcaldes Association, undermining its role. And I think that we've said this time and time again at court, and I'm not surprised, but I am certainly grateful that the court has seen and has heard and continues to monitor that this is a unilateral process. And I think the court made it very clear to remind us all, both parties, that this implementation of the consent order arose not out of government's intent or desire to implement or to protect Maya people's land rights, but it arose out of litigation, and it arose out of a court order telling them that whether or not they themselves recognize indigenous people's rights, lands, and territories, the highest court, the highest appellate court, has affirmed that these rights exist and that they must be protected, and that the government has a duty and an obligation to do so. And so the court reminded us that the Maya party has a stake in how this consent order is implemented,